If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times. I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up. Just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game?
And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here we go with Kamara. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A first carry now. This is Williams. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw is Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the
first down carry. It's Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Saints are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Steps away. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. On the move to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Wilson. There's Chris Olave. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action with Wilson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front. Nice lane to hit.
Now, Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Out to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And from the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there is the right call.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Thomas. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brings up second and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
4th down. Here's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Yeah, he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Saints 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. This one taken in by Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Wilson. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. His throw incomplete. Albert Oku waving on the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Wilson. That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Wilson will throw again. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
more yards. 10 yards out of the gun.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's good for another Saints.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on a PAT, and it makes the score 21-10.
Saints 10.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be.